Indie developers keep embarrassing studios with 100 times the budget, and 2026 has been an absolutely stacked year for it. These are the 10 indie games actually worth your time right now. Starting the list, Mina the Hollower. Yacht Club Games, the studio behind Shovel Knight, built something completely different this time, and it landed harder than almost anyone expected. You're playing as an anthropomorphic mouse inventor named Mina, exploring a mysterious island after the generator she built mysteriously shut down, armed with a whip and the ability to burrow underground to dodge attacks and sneak past enemies. It scored a 91 on Metacritic and picked up a must-play award within a week of release. If you like your action-adventure with real bite and a distinct horror edge, this is one of the best surprises of the year. Absolum. Dotemu and Guard Crush teamed up with the art studio Supermonks to build one of the best beat-em-ups in years, and the soundtrack alone is worth talking about. Composed by Gareth Coker, the same person behind the Ori games, with contributions from the composers of Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Doom Eternal. You're leading an uprising against a tyrant's regime, chaining together combo attacks and elemental spellcasting, either solo or with a friend in couch or online co-op. Every run branches differently, so it never feels like you're grinding the same fight twice. Cairn. This is one of the most tense, meticulously designed games of the year, and it's not even about combat. You're free climbing a monstrous mountain, controlling every limb individually in genuinely nerve-wracking sequences, where one wrong grip means a long fall. Underneath the climbing mechanics is a surprisingly emotional story about obsession, regret, and what it actually costs to claim something as your own. It's beautiful, it's methodical, and it earns every bit of tension it builds.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Hades 2. Supergiant Games somehow topped one of the best roguelikes ever made, and Hades 2 launched into its full 1.0 release as arguably the highest-rated game of the year at launch. You're playing as Melinoe, sister to the original game Zagreus, fighting your way through the underworld with the same addictive run-based structure, deep boon stacking systems, and constant witty dialogue that made the first game so beloved. It's more of what worked before, refined and expanded, and that's exactly what made it an instant favorite for so many players. Hollow Knight Silksong. After a wait that felt almost mythical, Team Cherry finally delivered, and it was worth every bit of the silence. You're playing as Hornet this time, captured and dropped into the unfamiliar kingdom of Farloom, fighting and platforming your way through some of the most intricately designed areas in the entire Metroidvania genre. The combat is faster and more aggressive than the original Hollow Knight. The boss fights are legitimately some of the best ever put into the genre, and it landed with a 92 rating, making it one of the 2 highest-rated new releases of the year. If you've been waiting for this one, it does not disappoint. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. The studio behind Blasphemous took the Ninja Gaiden name back to its 2D roots, and the result is the most accessible entry the series has ever had, without losing the brutal difficulty spike fans expect once you get deep in. You're controlling two ninjas at once, a young Hayabusa clan warrior and a black spider clanswoman, slicing through demons with fast, fluid combat and gorgeous pixel art inspired by 90s anime. The pacing is relentless in the best way, constantly pushing you forward instead of letting you slow down. The Rogue Prince of Persia. Evil Empire, the team behind Dead Cell's post-launch content, took the Prince of Persia name into roguelike territory, and it's one of the tightest, fastest platformer roguelikes on the market. Every run through this side-scrolling world demands precision timing and quick reflexes, layering new abilities and weapons on top of a movement system that already feels incredible in your hands. It had the unenviable task of launching in the same window as some genuinely massive competition, but it more than held its own.
As war raged in the south, a terrible evil stirred in the north, endlessly clawing from one year to the next, until finally free of its frost-bound imprisonment. You think you know suffering? You know nothing, my liege.
Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. The original Tales of Iron built a surprisingly loyal following with its dark, hand-drawn fairy tale about a kingdom of rats at war, and the sequel expands everything that worked. You're back in a brutal, Souls-like combat system dressed up in gorgeous storybook art, leading your kingdom through icy new territory with tougher enemies and deeper progression systems. It's a great pick if you want challenging combat wrapped in a genuinely gorgeous, melancholic world.
Carved from iron, bred for battle, and unleashed in war. And so, a new tale begins.
Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. This Metroidvania quietly became one of the best reviewed games of the year, and it deserves way more attention than it's gotten. You're exploring a decaying world overrun by corrupted machines called homunculi, gathering allies with unique abilities as you fight your way through gorgeous hand-painted environments. The combat rewards experimentation, the atmosphere is thick with quiet melancholy, and it's exactly the kind of ambitious, polished experience that keeps proving indie Metroidvanias can go toe-to-toe with anything AAA studios are putting out.
Welcome to the trap, mouse!
Some falls don't begin in the sky. Mine started...
And the #1 spot? Mouse PI for Hire. This is easily one of the most visually distinctive games released this year, indie or otherwise. Developed by Polish studio Fuli Games, it takes the rubber hose animation style of 1930s Fleischer Studios cartoons and drops it straight into a stylish noir first-person shooter. You're playing as Jack Pepper, a mouse detective voiced by Troy Baker, working your way through the corrupt underbelly of Mouseburg with punchy combat and Metroidvania-style exploration layered underneath the black and white visuals. If you only play one indie game from this entire list, make it this one.
Is what I do.
Let me know in the comments which one you're playing next, and if there's an indie gem I missed that deserves a spot, drop it below. Subscribe for more lists like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.